Hey, and you can find me at Josh Nasar, JOSHNASAR on Instagram and TikTok. I've been doing that a lot. And then I also have a podcast called Dumb Monkeys, the Dumb Monkeys podcast. Yes. Ah, shit. God. God, I'm sorry, and I just lost my headphones yesterday. I mean, I just lost. Mother of the Lord. Sorry.
They're in the fucking pod. All right. Well, I'm going to take a sip of water while you guys tell me if this sounds good. We have 7 people watching live. Look at that.
How's the sound now? Is it better?
All right. Well, I'm guessing the sound is better. Josh is looking for his headphones. It sounds better to me. I heard a lot of echoing and all that shit when he was on, too.
It's real clear right now.
It's very clear right now. So, all right. Like, I can hear the guy in the gray, and that's all. And that was Josh. That was probably when he was talking. All right.
Testing.
Well, testing.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? We are live streaming.
Live.
We are live. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
I think we should be good now.
Oh my God, so much better. Cool, perfect. Thank you guys. This is awesome.
So what I'm hearing is without Josh, it's a better podcast.
Without Josh, shout out Jay McKinney. Yeah, without Josh, this is a better pod. Everyone says a lot's better. That's better. Jake Lamarca, shout out, homie. Okay, cool. So here we go. Can we pull up a news story? I got a bunch.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm sticking to a lot of sports today. I got Alex Ansoleaga. You're a very athletic person. You're one of the most athletic people I know. We got Christian over here, official hoopers. So we're gonna pull up some stories. So right now we got Lou Williams back in the NBA Orlando bubble. He'll be quarantined for 10 days. So here's the question: strip club food, is it really that good?
What? I'm from Miami.
Okay, so this is the big controversies. A lot. I keep hearing so many people saying, "Well, you don't get it. It's not just he went to a strip club. He went there for the food." I know everyone probably knows the story, but I've been to a couple strip clubs. The food was never great. There's legends of a great steak in Portland. There's a Portland strip club. All these comics are like, when you go to Portland, you need to go get this steak. So I kind of hear that. I guess this Atlanta spot's off the hook, but would you ever go to a strip club just for food?
First of all, I'd eat anywhere.
Yes? My only thing is, if you do that, you can never worry about COVID. Like, there's no way you can live in that world where you eat strip club food and then take any sort of like precautions on your health otherwise.
I disagree. First of all, I'm not even a titty bar fan. I'm not like actually into strip clubs. They're huge in Miami. All my friends go to them, but there's strip clubs there where they're like a nightclub. Like, there'll be actual women there having drinks as well. There's table service. They're clean, and the food will be like legit, like buffet style.
We got Christian saying
like
yes.
a wedding.
I definitely would. I mean, it's the perfect combination. You feel me? You got like wings and thighs.
Yeah.
And then you get to look at like wings and thighs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you get.
Well, I also think, and this might just be like a weird thing, but definitely hearing white strip clubs and black strip clubs are completely different, and I think looking back,
very different.
I think I've only been to white strip clubs.
Very different,
because it's always been kind of a weird energy, a lot of kind of like shame.
Wait, when you say white, do you mean mostly white women or only?
No, I don't. The women doesn't matter. The people in there, the guys, the women are.
Clubs
usually it's too dark to. You can tell.
For sure, it's dark.
You can only tell if there's not black people.
You can tell by the vibe. You can tell by the vibe
it's
instantly.
Different.
Yeah, white strip clubs are very I went to a place called Shenanigans in upstate New York.
Shenanigans.
In Schenectady. That place was garbage, bro. That place was garbage.
This is how you know you're in a white strip club. They get in the line and do the train.
Yeah.
And they like go around saying, "Hey, do you want to dance? Do you want to dance?" Like, You're in the right
That's
strip
so
club.
funny, dude.
Yeah, Jake Lamarck says strip club, chicken wings for the win. And then Jay McKinney throwing out the black fist. Hey, Michelle Forn, yeah, thanks for watching, you guys. This is fucking dope. But yeah, I do think that there are the legends of the good food at strip clubs. I just think that there's no way. I mean, if you're in the NBA, you're not just going, you know.
But what was the story? That he wanted the food there. That's why he went to the strip club.
Yeah.
Oh, that was his excuse. I had to eat there.
He was hungry.
Yeah,
starving.
His out, but
for something else.
Right. In his defense, I will say that he does have a chicken wing named after him.
Yeah, no,
that's what's
at
up.
that strip club.
Well, what strip club? Maybe we should look up their Yelp reviews and find out
Magic
if
City.
they're. Magic City. Oh, they got good food.
Yeah, for sure.
But he didn't go there because he.
He's a man. He's in a bubble. You know what I mean? He's out around a bunch of guys all day.
This is what kills me is he just went in the bubble a week or two ago. It's like, I don't mind if you're gonna break the bubble, go for it, but give it a month, man. Well, I guess the quarantine's 10 days. He's missing the game tomorrow. What team? You're
Lakers.
Lakers
for sure.
And you basketball. You're Heat.
Yep.
Alex basketball team.
Clippers, I guess, but I don't really care.
You don't care?
I've just been to a few Clippers games. I'm not a sports guy.
I'm a Knicks guy, but since the Knicks are garbage, Clippers are my second team. They're from Buffalo, but I always got to throw that in there so people don't think I'm a fucking asshole.
They are for sure. And San Diego.
And they went through San Diego for like 6 or 7 years too. But so all right, Nasar's back. No, Josh, you a basketball fan? What's your basketball team?
I just like the food at the games. That's it. That's all I care about.
Oh man, so
I don't care.
Like the food at the clubs.
So we got Goal Line Edic shout out. He has a dish named after him there. That's what Jose Blano says. They said he got the food to go. You know, this is what I think fucked him. Jack Harlow took an Instagram picture with him. And he got busted because of the picture, and he tried to say,
what a narc.
Yeah, he tried to say like, "Oh no, this is an old school picture," but Lou had the COVID mask from the fucking.
Dude, why are people taking pictures when they're
doing
wrong?
guys?
Yeah.
Hey guys, real quick, can you give me just a 10-second breakdown of exactly what happened? He went to a strip club. Did he have a mask off? Was it on? Was he inside the strip club?
The problem is he went to so he left the NBA bubble in Orlando to go to attend to a father-like figure's it was his friend's grandfather's funeral. But on the way back from the funeral, he stopped at the strip club to get food. But apparently, he had pictures with Jack Harlow, who's like an up-and-coming rapper right now, and that came out. So it doesn't look like why would you go to a strip club just for food? You were out there partying. So the NBA, instead of just giving him a 4-day quarantine, now he's facing a 10-day quarantine. And a lot of people think this is just because other people left the bubble, came right back, got 4 days, but they also weren't out and about doing shit. So
there are no pictures to confirm that story.
Yeah, see, exactly. That's it. That's really it. Because Montrezl Harrell and other players are out there. And that's true. There's no picture. So Jack, was it just that one picture?
Come on, man.
Fuck, dude. Jack Harlow fucked him.
Jack Harlow's an idiot. Number one. Number two. Why should he get any more time than anybody else?
Yeah.
We don't the place was open. He adhered to the rules of the place that is open by the rules, and he went back. You
got to keep your distance in the strip club anyway.
I mean,
you sit down, you watch him on stage.
I mean, if he went to a place that was legally open, he was out of the. But why does he get any more than
here's the question:
anybody?
if Starbucks had naked girls there, would he be in trouble for going to a Starbucks for a coffee? You know what I'm saying? Like if you went to one of those drive-through titty places to get coffee, is it just because there were naked girls there, or is it because they think he was actually partying?
Well, I think the idea would be is that if he was at a strip club, that some girl smushed her ass on his face. But if there's no pictures with an ass on your face,
that could have been a sanitized ass.
Yeah, very true.
Quick question.
That's a fallacy.
Lysol, come into the stage. You know.
Quick question. Why is it only a 4-day quarantine? What does that do?
The 4-day quarantine just basically you have to test negative, and then they hold you for 4 days, and they test you. I think every day. I think you have to pass 4. Zion's coming back, he has to pass 4 negative tests before he gets out of the bubble. And with Lou, they're giving him a 10-day, but I think more the 10-day is an actual slap on the wrist because he's going to miss the opener tomorrow against the Lakers, which is a fucking huge deal.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Lakers are down, Avery Bradley, you guys have Rondo's out. Then now this is a big deal for us to grab a win.
So was there any news as to why they did the difference between 4 and 10? Is there any statement that they're saying? What was the reason that was given?
I don't see the exact reason, but I think basically it's them saying like you broke what the NBA bubble.
They gotta prove a point. They
Yeah.
gotta put their foot down a little bit. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you guys know this, but we're in the middle of a fucking pandemic.
Yeah.
They should put their foot down.
Well, speaking of,
People are
our
fucking
next
people's
story
lives.
here.
Oh, here we go. All right. So the NBA player Michael Porter Jr. claims that coronavirus is being used for population control. This is
Dun dun dun.
This is an NBA. Like, first of all, why? And this is on CNN.com. So Denver Nuggets forward Michael Porter Jr. saying during a Q&A session on Snapchat Tuesday that the coronavirus pandemic is being used for population control after a user asked him if the virus was overblown to scare people into being controlled. He said, personally, I think the coronavirus is being used obviously for a bigger agenda. The 22-year-old NBA player said,
Dude, that right
That's the
there,
story.
open and shut. 22, shut the
Yeah.
fuck up, dude.
fuck, man. It's being used for population control in just terms of being able to control the masses of people. I mean, because of the virus, the whole world is being controlled. He continued, you're required to wear masks, and no one knows what will happen when the vaccine comes out. You might have the vaccine in order to travel. Like, that would be crazy. So...
Obviously, though, that obviously was big right there. Like, obviously.
Yeah, obviously, this is population.
Well, so that
control.
at least,
Obviously.
so he says it's real. He's not denying coronavirus is real. He just says it's real and it's going to kill everybody. Right? Did I get that right?
Just about, I think only like 5 people
fucking
know
maddening.
what's really going on.
I think he's saying it's a conspiracy. He's saying that this is all bullshit, and the only reason that he's saying that this is used for a scare tactic by the government.
Right.
in the
Nah,
world.
it's real. It's real, but like
Hey,
only 5
quick-
people
quick-
know.
Yeah.
Quick question. So if it's used by the government, does that mean all of the governments got together, even though we have wars, but we all got
Yeah.
together and we all agreed?
Josh, you don't understand.
We all
The
agreed.
Illuminati
No.
has their meetings, and
No,
the lizard
we all
people-
got
They wear their
together,
hats. They wear their hats.
and that's right. And then they're conspiring with the deep state Democrats to get Trump. All the governments. Really?
First
Oh!
of all, this guy brought up some really great points. No, but I think
mean-
well, here's the biggest problem here. I think Alex pointed out that the guy's 22 and he's a basketball player. This shouldn't be news.
Yes.
This
Yeah,
should not
dude.
be on CNN. He's a 22-year-old basketball player. Did this guy even go to college? And so did he go to class?
And this came out on a Snapchat Q&A, and this is
Oh
on
my
CNN.
God,
yeah,
dude.
this
on
should.
the
This
court,
is not.
man.
That's so true.
You know
So
what this
there's
shows?
that.
It's like how badly we want entertainment. We'll just like dig through the internet. Okay, a celebrity, like not even really a celebrity, a guy who's barely famous said a thing on his Snapchat, and now it's a story. That's how
But
fucking
wait a
boring the
second.
world's gotten.
Oh,
But
man.
no, wait. But it is indicative of what somebody his age range might be thinking or saying.
Yeah.
So
There's
he
also
may not
like
be, you know,
boomers who say the same shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in
Yeah.
defense
Right,
of
so-
22-year-olds, I think the majority of them would think the opposite, according to
Yeah.
data right now.
right.
But
I'm just saying it just because he's a basketball player or whatever. There's a lot of people that aren't famous, but whatever, that may have those point of views. So he's representative of those people because I have friends that are completely normal, totally nice people, and they're like, yeah, I don't really think it's real.
they don't think it's. Well, here's a big problem I have with what's happening is that you can either only think it's real and everybody's gonna die, or you're like almost not allowed to think that it's real and maybe we should also get back to work. Like there's no room there in the middle without somebody yelling at you. So we only
want to
hear
stay
like
busy though. I think that's the issue. Like we want to stay busy
Yep.
so much that we're willing like to risk whatever.
Yeah.
If we would have stayed home for like a month, everybody stayed home. Wear your fucking mask.
You know, I've
We would
realized.
have been all right.
Yeah, you know, I've also realized is that we never knew what personal space was until
Ah.
recently.
Yeah.
Oh nah.
Cause dog, like I'm on these flights and there's a seat. I flew in from New York today and there was a seat between me and the guy next to me. And even then I was like, this motherfucker's so close. Thinking about like, what if somebody was in the seat next to me? Dog, you're like inches away from
You ever
people's
stood
faces.
in line and somebody's like right behind you, like damn, I can feel you breathe on
Yeah.
my neck, like damn.
It's fucking crazy.
How
man.
is it? How is it you can do that, but I can't go to LA Fitness? You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense, dude.
Well, damn, we got Golan Etiquette said if naked girls are involved in anything someone in the public eye does. I don't know, that was probably from before. Jake Lamarck said if Golan Etiquette's as drunk as I am, I can understand why she's commenting so much.
Dude, what happened to Fuckboy? Go on, you bring a Fuckboy back?
Yeah, well, I just got back today, so we'll probably do it this week.
Nice.
Jose Bolano said love the show, Mike. Thanks, Jose. You fucking, I mean, that's a real radio guy right there. Golan, personal space does not exist in my world. Jim Cordy, shout out for watching. So that's I do notice that. So New York is kind of, I was just there and like it's like a ghost town right now. But when the world gets back to normal, everyone keeps saying, "Oh, we're never gonna be back to the like." I feel like within 1 month of everything being open, it's gonna feel exactly the same. There's gonna be the handful of people wearing masks just because they're nervous. But I'm telling you, man, like even already, I was in Penn. Unless people are telling you, like getting off the plane, they're like, "Don't forget that they're yelling at people. Hey, there's a 6 foot, there's a 6 foot distance," and we're all like, "Dude, I've been on the plane for 5 hours. I'm getting the fuck out of this airport. I'm not standing like there's a swarm of people."
That's gonna be the new thing, though. They're gonna be like, "Hey, give me my 6 feet. Like I need my 6 feet." That's the new wave. Get your 6 feet. Don't let nobody get too close.
The people were wearing those weird fucking bubbles around them that were
really
6 feet. Yeah,
my bullshit is the face mask. The face mask that has the top open and the bottom open, and it literally is like the clear shield.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Here's a weird one about you rock the bandana face mask.
Yep.
I got picked up today from a Lyft driver, and he was rocking the bandana face mask, this is like you don't see this covers everything, like your ears, your face. So I'm sitting there in the back of this guy's car. And he's looking at me like, "All right, you're Mike, whatever." I'm realizing like I'm giving so much trust. Like if something happened, like what does he look like? Like, bro, I have no idea what this guy looked. He had a hat on that was down to here with sunglasses and a bandana covering his neck, covering his face. I can't tell you if he had I can't tell you if he had a beard. I can't tell you if he had a It's to the point where, bro, like everyone is so covered up right now.
I like it.
Really?
I kind of like it, yeah.
I feel people are looking. I feel nervous. Like when I was walking around, I'm behind people. I'm like, yo, I'm not a threat. Like I want people to know that about me because I'm coming up with sunglasses, my mask on, my hat. Like I don't know.
I like it.
You like it?
It's particularly if I'm doing something wrong myself. I feel safer. I feel safer.
So
That's
funny.
perfect.
I also feel
Fucking
the
criminal.
best part.
Alex is a criminal.
I still have to do nefarious thing from time to time.
Yeah.
But my favorite is actually, I think it speaks to my optimism. I automatically think every woman is better looking.
Yo, they
I was like, if she's got like a nice shape.
Dude.
And nice hair. I'm like, wow.
And all you see is the eyes?
I love it. She's so beautiful.
Well,
like,
it's like those giant sunglasses before that would cover the top half of their face.
Even better.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here's a question,
Dude,
you guys. Here's a question, you guys.
Yeah.
Quick question. Everybody think who your celebrity crush is. The hottest girl in the world, right? All right, hottest girl in the world. If you could hook up with her right now, not knowing if she had coronavirus,
100%.
I would do it knowing she had coronavirus.
I would do it if
I wouldn't give a flying fuck, and I'm not wearing a mask, and I'm licking the butthole.
I catch it.
Yeah, I'm asking her to
ask a better question, Josh.
Yeah, what an idiot,
dude!
Hey, somebody hang up on Josh. It's the dumbest question I've ever heard.
Yeah, all right.
That is such a good bit.
She could have a fever at the time.
Okay, so I just do.
She's hot already.
Yeah, she's literally sweating and ill, and I'll be like, "Well, can you power through?"
I am putting this into a bit, and I'm using that. My friend Alex said she could have a fever at the time.
Just give her the Pedialyte.
We can confirm.
Yeah, right.
104. Wow, we better hurry up.
That's hilarious.
Genius.
I threw this in just as a topic, just 'cause I'm a big Knicks fan. They got Tom Thibodeau.
Yeah.
So you're a Hooper.
For sure.
So what are your thoughts on that?
Tom Thibodeau is the shit, okay? The Celtics got their championship. Tom Thibodeau was on the sideline. Yeah. When the Bulls were
wait, he was assistant coach?
He was assistant coach to Doc Rivers.
Okay.
Thibodeau was running that defense. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Tibbs is dope, man.
So what do you think about people are saying, I'm hoping the Knicks come back. But it's also they have nobody, and when someone they're saying he's such a big, like he's such a hard ass dude, like you need some kind of veterans, you need some kind of actual talent. When you have all these young bucks, it's gonna is he gonna be too hard for them? You know
they got some, but like the Knicks, you guys literally have some workers over there. You guys have a lot of power forwards. Julius Randle's over there.
We have all power forwards. Dog.
It's a lot of power forwards over there.
Our team
but nowadays, I mean, New York is still a big market team. They haven't been able to lock down the free agents, but maybe Tom Thibodeau makes it happen. Tom Thibodeau leads the league in coach voice.
What does that mean?
Like the way he's in high school coach voice. All right, he leads the league in coach voice, so they have a shot there. But they need to have a splash in free agency, and I don't know. People haven't wanted to go to New York.
But do you think that players will go to a team because of the coach, and necessarily because what's his face? Fitz.
Oh yeah.
He couldn't even get Kevin Durant a meeting with Kevin Durant. Like Kevin Durant wouldn't even sit down with him. So it's like, do you think that, like, I don't know, man, the Knicks are gutting their whole office, but I feel like you need a star there before anything. You need someone to like sign on and be like how all these like Tibbs is like, this is a perfect job for me. I want to save the Knicks. We need a player like maybe Damian Lillard, maybe like a Russell Westbrook.
Man.
Like give me like one of those fire players. Yeah. Like a job, dude. If we had Ja Morant. What do you feel about LaMelo?
I was talking with somebody about it. LaMelo right now, to me, like he got the body type you want. You know, he's tall, athletic.
You think he's the best out of the balls?
Right. Right now, no.
Because Lonzo's pretty nice.
Yeah, because Lonzo's in the league. I got to see you up against league competition.
I'm just so nervous. I feel like the Knicks are always swing and miss on fucking everything. Like even I like RJ. Barrett's a fucking.
Oh, I like RJ. RJ's dope.
Like Ja Morant was the pick before, and that's my like. God damn, bro. Like that's such. Like we feel we miss everything. Like
maybe y'all could get Giannis.
If Giannis
and Damian Lillard.
That's what y'all
need.
Bro, if Giannis went to the Knicks, because we need someone that's like wants that challenge, like a player that like isn't afraid of that challenge. Because realistically, dude, a championship to New York Knicks haven't won since '73. So like Knicks won in football, they've won.
That's the last time the Miami Dolphins won the Super Bowl. And
really?
It hurts bad. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying,
it
bro.
Hurts real bad.
Yankee, I'm a Yankee fan too, and the Yankees. I mean, since I was a kid, they won fucking like 6 or like. So, like basketball, New York has never tasted a championship since then. Like, that city will erupt if someone brings a championship to New York. Why aren't more players trying to fix New York? Like, literally, the biggest star that we had recently was Carmelo, and he wasn't even that fucking, like, I mean...
I don't know. New York is tough. I mean, shit, Toronto got a ring before...
right?
All right, wait, Mike, here's a question. Do you think New Yorkers would agree to 6 more months of shelter in place if it guaranteed them a Knicks championship?
Oh, dog.
No way.
6, dude, I would.
Dude, no. You got to consider how many people from New York, in New York, are not from New York.
6 months of full lockdown.
So Knicks fans,
hold on. I'm talking full lockdown. You can't leave your house. Like, you know.
Not 1 month. That's not happening.
You wouldn't do
it? No, it's not happening.
Shout out Carl Turnbull. We got Jim Cordy said 99.6 chance of surviving. I should have caught that before. Amy Phillips, thanks for watching. So I think that more people. This is the problem, though. I think when you get a losing... All right, so I really do think this is a real thing. After a while, when you lose and you're just a losing culture, you like losing deep down.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Oh, wow.
Like, I know you hate it, but...
No, that's literally cannot be that is not...
Yeah, I disagree.
No one, no one likes that. Nobody's like,
gamblers. Gamblers have an addiction to losing.
Dumbest thing in the world.
Who's the most loser culture?
Gamblers.
All right, well, just think of like
Browns.
I'm a Raiders fan.
The Cubs
Okay.
before they won the World Series. I'm saying like it's like this
It's
lovable
ingrained in you.
loser. Yeah. You see them and you always think like
Red Sox were like that for a while.
Yeah, but
you got to put up a good fight though. Put up a good fight.
Yeah. So I disagree. I don't think that makes you like a loser is a team that doesn't spend money. Their owner is not trying to do things to turn it around. So I would say like I'm thinking football.
But no owners like that.
Oh yeah, there is.
Unless you're like a socio. Wait. Unless you're a sociopath or something's mentally wrong with you, no one's. In my opinion, it's going on just
there's reasons to do it because there's revenue sharing. So in some cases, you'll make more money losing or just having enough to. If you're still making your TV money locally, people come to the games.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's not losing then. I'm talking about somebody's like, I just want to lose.
Well,
I'm not talking about losing
they won't
for
say
profit.
I want to lose. Well, it's not losing. What they'll do is I'm going to save 40, 50, 60 million dollars on payroll.
Well, it's like tanking.
Yeah. So what you'll do is you'll try your best to win every week, but you won't sign the players to compete against the elite, and then you'd have to overachieve fantastically or have people surprise you.
I mean, that's not bad though. I don't mind that. You need those bottom teams.
Right, but that that's a team where like they're gonna lose. Even the Red Sox when they weren't winning, they were starting to sign people.
Yeah, but now the Red Sox are one of the biggest.
Now the Red Sox are the Yankees.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They're fucking up there. What does it say? We were basically all right. This is National Review. We were basically working for the Chinese government. Former NBA employee detail abuses of students at Chinese academics. So what is
academies?
Academies. I'm a moron. But so the big thing with China and the NBA is that I think that
China.
they Well,
China. Sorry.
Well, they run shit with our league because they make more money through China than they do through us, really.
So much money.
Like,
wait, is that true? Hold on, that's true. That are you? I'm sorry, I'm not huge into sports like this. NBA makes more money in
can you
China
double check that? Well,
than here.
I'll look it up.
I know that
but it is possible because basketball is huge in China,
And
and
they
they
have
have over
2
a billion
billion,
people.
yeah.
So
they have 1 billion people. So even if
Wow.
only like that's why Russell, what's his face? Russell Peters, is he the? No.
Oh, the Rockets owner?
No. I'm thinking comic. What's the
Oh.
comic's name? Is
Oh,
it-
it is
Russell
Yeah,
Peters,
Russell Peters,
the
yeah.
Indian comic.
So yeah, the Indian comic. Everyone like he was the richest comic in the world for a while, and a lot of people were wondering why. And one of my Indian friends told me, he's like, "Dog, there's over 1 billion people in India.
Oh yeah,
Think
India's
about
popping.
if,
Yeah.
you know, I think they have 1.3 billion.
Well, this
and we have,
says-
hold on, we have a 300 million. So imagine if only 300 million people in India out of the 1.3 billion liked Russell Peters.
Wow.
That's all of America.
Yeah.
So that you have certain of these comics and shit that their homelands will just I mean, like you are the guy that made it. You are and like they have that backing so
Yeah.
tough.
Damn.
It's like Maz Jobrani.
Yes.
Maz Jobrani really hit, and Max Amini.
Yep.
They stay in their lane. They know what their audience is, and they hit it.
Nemmer? Is that how you
You
say
know?
his name?
Yeah, Nemmer,
Yeah,
another
he just
one.
he was going through the improv and he was selling out, and I had
Oh,
no
wow.
like, and it was all like a certain niche of these like a foreign group, and I mean I get it. Like when my family's from Venezuela, and I could tell you every Venezuelan baseball player. There's no dude. The NBA is zero. There's no ever an NBA Venezuelan player, but in baseball, like every team that has one, my family we straight up like love following the Venezuelan players. So I could see that.
And that makes sense though too. It's like, I mean, when you had Lynn Sanity,
Yeah.
you know, like, you know what I
Jay
mean?
Lynn
So
was
it
nice.
does make sense that you can relate to that or see yourself doing it or something like that. So that makes
this
sense.
says that in 2002 the NBA exploded in China with Yao,
Yep.
and Yao helped.
Yeah, there
really
it
get
is.
Popular, and now
Do you know that Yao's look this up. He was genetically engineered by China.
I
Like,
believe
What?
it.
his dad.
Oh,
I-
Jesus
I-
no,
Christ.
I
have no
Oh,
doubt.
God damn
I'm
it.
saying this as in his dad and mom were both the tallest two people in China, and they
Oh.
had them get together. And all these tall kids, if you're tall at all, China, like the government will make you start playing basketball and like push you into doing these camps. Like Yao came
That's
out.
a setup.
that-
Wow.
China pushes you into
Wow.
doing all of the things.
Yeah, but Yao said he didn't like playing basketball growing up at all, but he realized that was like a way out because he was so fucking tall. But it was like yeah, they were.
So the government forced his tall parents.
Okay,
to-
so
to have
hold
fun.
on. So real quick, so
Oh,
this says as many as 300 million people in China play basketball, and the NBA is the most followed sports league on Chinese social media
Whoa.
with more than 150 million followers.
Oof.
They're
I
for
don't.
sure
it doesn't.
making
It
money
doesn't.
over
Yeah.
there.
It doesn't say what social media platform for China, but
but
this
they're
is-
making more money.
So it's 150 million followers for Chinese social media. How many people do you think follow the NBA on Instagram?
50 million, 100 million,
49.4 million.
50. Thank
Wow.
you.
Wow.
That's crazy, dog.
Whatever it is, it's a considerable amount of money, and it's huge. I mean, it's big bucks.
Well, that's what they were talking about. Why Hollywood? They keep saying, why aren't there more ethnic people that are leading men or women? And it's not even us. It's Hollywood. When we put these movies out in China, the numbers drop when it's non-white
Yeah.
people that are leading men and women.
Overseas money is
Yes.
real money, man.
Isn't that crazy?
It's,
They
listen,
don't-
man. It's
we don't
real
even
money.
give right. It's like fuck what we care about here. It's like if like deep down, it's like all right, we'll put out this movie, but we know it. And yeah, overseas it's gonna really pop.
How do we get this podcast streaming in China?
They'll love it.
China.
They'll love
Mike,
it. They'll
real
go
quick,
crazy.
check this out.
Yeah, look at we got everybody. Here.
Yao Ming, the
What?
Yao Ming, the basketball giant, made in China by order of the state.
Whoa.
See, Yao Ming. We gotta scroll up. Let's see here. Read that a little bit, and show me a
Wait,
couple of things.
what? That's like making
Here, yeah,
LeBron
I'll read it.
James
I'll give you the
and
highlights, too.
Serena Williams.
And
have a
by the
kid.
way, we don't even what you're reading could literally be 10 people that wrote it that read what other people wrote that read what other people wrote.
Very
We don't even know if
This
that's
is from
real.
the Sydney Morning Herald. So it's an, it's
Oh,
an
well, of
Australian
course,
website.
the Sydney Morning Herald.
The reputable
That's
Sydney.
where I get all of my news.
Okay, all
The
right.
Sydney Morning Herald.
But isn't that nuts though? If you think about like, why wouldn't another country like try like?
Russia does that shit with their athletes.
I saw Rocky 4 for sure. Definitely, you're
No,
right.
but no, what's that? Icarus, was that the movie where they exposed that
yeah.
all the Russian Olympians have
Oh,
been
yeah,
have
yeah.
been doping up and the government was behind it?
Was that bit? Was that?
Yeah, Vladimir
pretty
Putin
crazy.
did it to like. Think about it. If you were a dictator and you want people to be happy with the state of affairs, you're going to have the best athletes in the world. So you're in power. You send your athletes that are all doped up on drugs to crush everybody in the Olympics. And you're
Yup.
going to be like, wow, national pride. Yeah, this
For sure.
dictator's pretty cool. Why would they not do that?
For sure.
In defense of China, like you have to consider that Yao Ming's parents were both probably just big and gangly, and nobody liked them anyway. So they
And they
did
set
them
him
a
up.
favor.
Matchmaking.
Jesus,
Alex. His mom was like, "That's a huge bitch."
There's
Hey,
a match made.
how
in
come?
heaven.
How come we don't do that for comedians? Where we they get two funny parents together and then they make funny
They
comedians.
just end up being drug addicts.
Yeah, to all the other, and also, never mind.
Has there ever been an actually funny comic like kid with funny parents? I feel like it's always
I don't
off.
know. Yeah.
Like the kids are never like even. I mean, I guess Pauly Shore's dad, but Pauly Shore was never known as a great comic.
Also, yeah, Pauly Shore's not. Yeah, he's not funny.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Are we just
Ben
restricted
Stiller.
to-
Don't
Just stand-up?
first of all, I disagree with that. That guy has had a career for 30 fucking years.
Pauly
Yeah,
Shore?
and he was huge at the time. Yeah,
Yeah.
he
The
was.
Weasel.
Really,
And when I tell you, I lived
Whoa.
out here, dude. He was literally. I worked with him in the 90s at MTV, and he was a fucking rock
did you
star.
really work with him?
He would walk. Yeah, dude, I did a bunch of shows with him. Yeah, I did warm up for all the spring breaks. So it was me on stage,
Get outta
and I'd bring
here.
out like celebrities and blah blah blah. But when I say Paulie would walk out, the place would erupt like it was
Yeah, go
fucking
bananas.
Jesus.
He had movies lined up,
Go-
all that shit. Yeah,
Some of
He
those
had
movies were
movies,
good.
and he's-
In the army now.
For
That
sure.
was great.
And he still tours. I mean, look, it's hard enough to get up once, let alone stay up, even just not to have a day job. I mean, that
He got
dude
a
still
movie
probably
coming
makes
out,
10,
too.
15 grand a week.
Now?
Yeah, he got a
You
movie
know?
coming out right now. It's him
Oh,
and,
yeah, he's got a
him
movie?
and somebody else.
Are you being for
forget.
real?
I'm so serious.
100%. Yes, he's
Oh,
not.
wow.
He has a
Look
movie
at
coming out,
Pauly.
Let's look it up.
and he still tours and probably
probably not these
does
days.
weekends and probably
Pauly Shore,
makes
of course,
10 grand a
had an
weekend.
undeniably fantastic
All right,
career,
well,
but
there you go.
but I don't think anybody would.
He's got a
Tout
movie.
him
He's
as,
got a movie coming
you
out
know,
called
the
Guest
comic.
House,
That sounds like a Pauly Shore movie.
and
Uh-huh.
Stayed in the guest house.
Billy
But
Zane's in it.
like we said too,
Bobby
like we
Lee's
said too
in
with
it,
that. Oh,
Oh, it's
and Lou
about to-
Ferrigno,
It's about to go up.
Steve-O, Eric Griffin,
That's
Chris
what it is.
Kattan.
Steve-O, yeah.
What?
It's him and
What
Steve-O.
kind of fucking cast is that? All right.
I'll watch it.
Should I-
Yeah,
look,
I'm
wait,
gonna pull the
hey
trailer
guys,
Shit,
we
turn-
can't watch.
turn-
guys,
Oh,
like
yeah,
we
I'll get
say
pulled
with
down.
that
Well, hold on, Mike.
like we say with that overseas money, that could be like Pauly Shore. Like you don't know what he makes on the back end of that
Yeah,
shit.
that's true.
He'd probably make that for
Think
about the
30 grand,
overseas
50
music
grand.
artists that are really like bringing in the bread right
Yeah.
now. They're not
Yeah.
popping over here,
Dude,
but
I learned that on the back end money. That's why like the guys from Insane Clown Posse are so rich because they
oh,
own.
they still doing shit.
Oh yeah, because they own all of their merch and all that
Oh,
shit.
that's
So
smart.
and they have like these super loyal fans. So like they get 100% or like almost 100% of like all the T-shirts they sell, the concert
Well, that was
tickets.
smart. When
like,
when my band was playing back in the day, like to get signed by a label, the first thing because this is right when like Napster and all that shit was popping. So like physical copies of CDs weren't really going that well. It was like like still okay, but I mean you could feel the drop off. So you would just make money selling T-shirts and merch. And to get
it's
on
like being a comic.
yeah, but to get on any record label, even the small ones, they'd be like, "Well, we want to own your
Oh
merch."
yeah.
And you would be like, "Well,
Wow.
dog, I can't let you own my." And then you would get fuck yourself because like even when you go to Europe, my friends would go to Europe and they would have to buy merch. I mean, I think it's the same with Canada. You have to buy merch through. You can't bring your own from America. You have to use a Canadian or a European
so
printing
whack, dude.
press. And then they charge you way fucking more.
Oh wow.
And then if you you don't know how much to print, you'll have more with. Yeah, man, it's fucking. It's a rat.
If they would have cut you a deal, that I wouldn't mind that. Keeping the money in house, so to speak. If you
Yeah,
come
yeah.
over here, use our shit, we'll cut you a deal.
Yeah, if they cut you a deal.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about like the G League? Like, what do you think about that? Like all these teams, like, because before players would go from it would be high school to college, and then you go to the NBA. Now, when the G League is coming up, where players can stop there rather than or going to like what is Australia? Is that where
Oh, yeah,
LaMelo is and shit?
LaMelo's in Australia.
What it-
people are overseas.
What is the G League, you guys? What exactly is G
It's like
League?
the minor leagues of basketball.
Yeah, it's like
So is it after college, in between college and pro?
Yeah,
Wait, what's the D League then?
Okay.
it transformed. Gatorade sponsored it.
Oh,
so
it's
that's-
it used to be the D League.
Yes,
There's not
yeah.
two separate. Okay, I was like, what?
Yeah.
So
The
now, because of Gatorade.
Jesus.
Yeah, but now, yeah, I
That's
know.
whack, dude.
I know.
I mean, whatever,
Hey.
but like, come on.
It's still, hey, dog.
Make
It's
that money.
make
yeah.
that money.
Wait, why does that upset you? Why? I think that's a fucking great.
I mean, no,
It's
I
kinda
We're
don't-
creative.
I
We're
don't
gonna call
really-
it the G League.
I don't really care, but it's just like, can we not have anything that's a sales pitch? Is there anything left that
Yeah.
we cannot advertise on?
I do know what you mean now. What do you think about basketball jerseys now? They actually have a fucking logo on them.
Whatever.
Welcome to NASCAR.
Yeah,
Fuck
if
it.
you-
You got all your patches.
Wait, what's the logo? What's the logo they have
Every
on there?
team has a different sponsor. So like
Like Doritos
yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever?
I know
Wish. Lakers are Wish.
Lakers are Wish.
We're Wish,
Okay, I
Wish.
know that the Houston Rockets actually have that rocket company, so that's kind of at least relevant and cool. But one has like Love's Gas is on one of
Oh,
them.
that-
God.
Who
Like-
has Bumble?
Oh yeah, somebody. No, I think the Clippers got Bumble.
Wait, really?
I think look up.
That's
I think the
embarrassing.
Clippers got
Okay, let's
Bumble,
look that
bro.
up.
Because I'm pretty sure we.
That's embarrassing.
That's what I'm
man.
saying,
Hey,
bro.
Hey, is it? It's their uniform.
Why?
dude.
First of all,
That's
wait.
sacred.
Why is it? Okay, you know what? This is not for us. This is for the younger generation who doesn't know any different. That's when people get mad. Like, I can't believe they're making a remake of this movie. It's not for
Dude,
somebody who's
not
already
the
seen it.
same.
It's for
Hold
the
on.
next one.
Not the
Whoa,
same.
whoa.
Listen to this.
Yes, it is.
Josh, be
It's
quiet
the
for a
same
second. Hold
thing.
on, listen.
No, putting
According to Google, Bumble will pay $20 million over 3 years to be featured on the Los Angeles Clippers team jerseys, according to
Oh
Bloomberg.
shit.
20 mil over
Yeah.
3 years.
Put that shit right here. I'll take it. I'll
Yeah.
take it.
Hey, you know
Yeah.
what's funny is I actually assumed it would be more than that. Can you you pull up all the NBA? Can
That's
you
a
go
nice
a list
jersey.
of the
that's
teams?
stupid, man.
But I want to get we're gonna get a list of the teams and then their jerseys and then their sponsors.
This is gonna infuriate me.
Huh?
You're stupid, Alex. No way.
No, this
No
is
way. I
ridiculous.
love it,
This is
Alex.
No,
this is
right?
Why does it
absurd.
bother
Do you
you?
guys remember when the
Hey, but
Alex.
All right, you guys
why
ready?
would they? This is absurd.
yeah? Well, the
Where
MLB.
does it stop?
That's what I'm saying. The MLB. I remember one year. I forgot what movie was coming out, and they wanted to put on the bases the advertisements for the movies, and the fucking purists
What?
went nuts. This is like 10, 15 years ago. They went nuts about it, saying, "Don't you dare do anything to these bases." And then 10 years later, nothing's happening in baseball that much, but basketball, they're like, "Fuck it, give us 20 million to throw a fucking
Damn.
logo up."
There's already
So-
advertisements everywhere.
I
So
know.
hold on. So here's the sponsors. A lot of these I've never heard of.
All right, you can
but-
pull it up. All right, pull it up on the screen. Let's see what we got.
Oh, get the fuck
So
out
we
of
got
here.
the Boston Celtics are GE. All right.
That makes sense.
We got Brooklyn Nets are Infor.
Okay.
No idea.
They're in for a tough season.
Yeah.
Denver's Western Union.
Lending tree.
Yeah. Charlotte Hornets are Lending Tree. Chicago Bulls are.
Charlotte needs all the help they can get.
So now are they the Western
Zenit.
Union Denver Nuggets?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Western Union Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, dog. The
telling you.
Well,
Dude.
wait a second, you guys. Just a few years ago, there was no like stadium names. Now they have like FedEx Field,
Oh,
Taco
that's
Bell
so
Field.
true.
That's
That
a
was
okay.
long
Fair.
time ago.
There's
It's
a
been a long time.
bro. Whatever it was.
Well,
whatever it
FedEx
was
is sponsoring
before,
the Memphis Grizzlies.
Hey.
Well,
all right.
there's a
So
slushy,
now-
there's a Mr. Slushy or something stadium.
Oh, a Smoothie King.
Smoothie King.
New Orleans.
Right.
See, the-
yeah,
Right.
Smoothie King.
That's the
So remember when that first came out and it sounded weird, and now we're like, yes,
Yeah.
fucking go to
I
FedEx
Yeah.
Field.
don't think that this is this apples and
No,
oranges here.
I will know,
Harley
but you know what?
Davidson,
Josh
though?
makes a good point. 'Cause when I moved to Seattle, so before I moved there was the King Dome, which is just a cool name, right? And then when I moved there was already Safeco Field. I never knew Safeco was an insurance company, so I just thought it was another name.
Right.
And then now it got bought out by like CenturyLink or something. Is the football field now is CenturyLink? It used to be something else.
Sure, and I understand what you're saying, but there has to be a place where it stops. Now the building very rarely is
Why?
it only used for the game.
Yes,
and it depends
yeah,
also
yeah,
who
yeah.
paid for said stadium.
True,
Sometimes
true.
they're paid for by the city, sometimes they're owned privately, at which point this is an entire building that can be used for concerts, other
Yep.
sports, everything.
Yeah.
But this is your jersey. It's the team.
Yes, I know.
Everything around it, all right.
You know-
Advertise here.
Yeah.
Advertise here is my fucking
Thank you.
uniform.
And you
it
know what
just
else?
says Bumble.
When people buy it,
It
when
just
people
says
buy it
Bumble.
Get
online,
the fuck out of here.
Dog,
The PayPal Suns.
dog.
No, it's whack.
Yes,
The
thank
fuck
you.
outta
Think
here,
about
dude.
this, dog. When you go go buy when you I'm like, hey, I want to buy a Kawhi Leonard jersey, is it gonna have the Bumble
Yes,
logo on
Bumble
it?
yes,
right there,
dude.
man.
Yes, it is. Now,
So
of
funny.
course.
Yep.
If not, it's not the
Yep.
jersey. Of course, it says Bumble. I can't believe this is real.
Hey, what if you're
This
on
seems
stage?
like a
Alex,
like
Go to
a
Miami
sketch.
Heat. Go to Miami Heat. I
No,
wanna
no.
see
Oh,
this
he's
team.
gonna go crazy.
What does the Miami Heat have? I hope.
No.
What is it? Ultimate
A
Software.
nerd
You
company.
know what that
No. Knicks have
Get the
Squarespace.
fuck out of here, dude.
Squarespace? Oh, that's awesome.
Squarespace.
That's awesome.
Shout out Amani, Ingham,
This is
funny
the worst
comic.
thing I've ever
Shout
seen.
out Lizzie Weissman, Julian Freeman. Amadi says T-Mobile Park. Yeah, dog.
God.
That is
Dude,
so funny.
Alex is so mad.
I can't believe this is real.
Hey,
What if it did
Alex? What
promotion?
happened, Alex? Alex, what happens if you become a ginormous comic, 10 times bigger than Kevin
There you
Hart,
go.
and then the Lakers come to you and say, "Look, we want to put a small picture of your face and your name on our
That's
jersey.
different.
Would you allow them to do that?"
I'd say yes. I'd say yes. Put my face on your jersey. But if I went to them and I said, "Hey, you guys, hey Lakers, you're not going to believe this. I got so rich and famous from comedy that I can afford $20 million to put my face on your jersey. Can you do it?"
Oh.
And they said yes. I'd say shame on you, and I would be money well spent. I'd be thrilled.
Ooh, that's a question. There's definitely like
But
20
they
mil.
shouldn't take it. Would I do it? Of course, they
Oh,
shouldn't take
but
it.
here's the aggravating thing too. So it's 3-year deal for $20 million. So that mean every 3 fucking years there's gonna possibly be a bidding war for what logos are
Yeah,
on.
dude, of course.
Jesus,
I think 20 million
Christ.
is a
That's
steal.
the re-up.
But then
Depending on the team.
dude, you know what else is gonna happen? Bumble's gonna do some kind of promo where, like, if you match, you might win tickets to a game. For
Oh, they
your
already
first
do
date.
that. They already do
Oh.
that. I'm at the
Oh my
games. They have a
God.
Bumble
There
kiss
you go,
cam.
dude.
It's
Dude,
the
that
legit
sucks,
Bumble
man.
kiss cam.
It's a money-making business.
The Heat game is gonna have ultimate
Software.
software drop off a little card.
Flash
Hey, get a free download of our virus
That's so
software.
whack, dude. Wait, yo, check this out. I
Fucking
found this
nerds.
when I was poking around.
Take this antivirus home.
NFL prototype face mask to protect players from COVID. Oh yeah, they say it's supposed to wrap underneath the front and go down to their throat.
They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, what
They have
about?
they have no idea what's
know what they're
happening.
doing.
But you still,
Until
will
they
get, but
tackle
you'll
you
still
and the
get
guy's
CTE
drooling.
for sure.
Well, this is the thing. These are people that are making these masks
Yeah.
that don't even wear them and know what it's like. Shannon Sharp said he unbuttons his chin strap when he was playing because it was so annoying to breathe with his chin strap.
Yeah.
You're telling me something that's going to be covering the bottom of your neck all the way, so we're like,
Yeah,
this
dude,
ain't
totally.
happening.
Dude, but
I'm
how about
claustrophobic.
yeah,
Right?
Dude, but
Yeah.
I think it's a different era now, though, because of CTE and player safety becoming more acceptable. I mean, if you guys were playing, wouldn't you
I
wear
think they
it?
start wearing like NASA, like astronaut suits when these guys play, like just bubbles.
I actually
The bubble
admit,
boy.
I believe that football should go to way less protection, way less. What's actually killing these people is that they think they're safe.
Yeah.
Running
Oh,
their heads
Jesus
into each
Christ,
other.
Alex.
No, this is I
Well, 'cause
believe it's
ru-
been proven.
Yeah, because rugby.
These guys
they're-
are so big and so strong and then they have this face. What happens is the brain moving inside of
Yeah.
your skull,
Yeah.
not the hitting on the outside. So
Well, that's why they say jet skiing is so bad.
Wait, what? Really?
from
So
that-
many.
really?
Seriously, look up jet skiing is one of the worst things for CTE because
What?
you're hitting the wave just on this constant
Huh.
motion, which is it's hard enough to where it shifts your brain.
Yeah.
And they say that like that's a big thing where people at jet ski for like most like long periods of their
Yeah.
life, they have the same kind of CTE because
Yeah.
of that fucking like
Yes, it's the
those.
accumulation. It's like boxing being so much worse than MMA.
Oh, because you're just copping the face over
it's
and
the,
over.
It's the accumulation. All those little pillow punches that have hit you for the
Oh,
12
man.
rounds have the long term.
So, Alex, you're saying, no joke,
Yeah.
you're saying that you think that they should wear less protective
I think
gear?
there's a very false sense of security with all the gear.
So they go
you
too
can
hard.
you can really hit people really hard
Mhm.
and really be protected. But the damage that's coming is actually, I think, horrible. If people went to leather helmets and the old school, you wouldn't be putting your head down. No, I'm telling.
I know
I'm
you-
telling
I know what you're
football. Football will not survive the way they play it today. It's gonna in the future. It's probably gonna be. I don't know. It might even be like some type of flag game or something.
Shit, let
it
the
will not
robots
survive.
play. Fuck that. Let the
Yeah,
robots play.
Well, I mean, that'd be
Let the
weird. to say.
robots play.
But it
Shit.
can't survive because the amount of lawsuits that's coming around the next like 15,
What's that
20
movie
years.
with Hugh Jackman and that kid? Real Still?
Real steel.
Fucking
Real Steel.
That shit.
Yeah.
Remember that show BattleBots? Anybody see that back in the
Yeah,
day?
Yep.
dog.
Yeah.
That was on
Battle
Sci-Fi.
Bot.
Anyway, I couldn't
yeah.
find anything on jet skiing, but they said water skiing actually has a high number of CTE.
Okay, there you go.
Oh,
actually.
It's
wow,
yeah.
wow.
But it's just the same idea of the. So what? So here, Do you think there's a new sport like how UFC came out of nowhere, right? It's like it's been around, then it popped. So you like you say football does end up phasing out for some reason because of injuries.
I don't think it'll be injuries. I think it'll be the lawsuits in result of all the brain injuries.
They can sue the NFL?
The NFL is
Shit, they
holding on
should.
for dear life right now,
Yeah.
hoping that they've protected themselves enough
Oh,
with what
okay.
they've done to outlast whatever's going to happen. But they're going to get hit hard.
Well-
They're already paying money.
Alex, they did pay money, but the amount of money that they've made compared to what they had to pay out was such a small
Okay.
fraction.
But what happens?
Like they had to pay like
right for now.
say it
for
again?
now. But what happens down the road
For
when
now.
you start having literally thousands of former
But they're
players
trying to
that have
prevent that.
have $100 million cases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know where
But
where they show.
I think that-
they're trying to prevent it, but I just don't see if there's not huge changes that football continues.
Well, these guys are getting so much stronger and faster that like linemen
Scary.
are. It is scary. It's like we're breeding these like super
They're
athletes.
320,
kids,
30 pounds,
though.
and they
It's the
will track
kids.
you down
Oh, yeah,
if
they're
you're not
quick.
above average speed.
Yeah. So
I heard this, and I'm not sure if it's true exactly, but I heard that the linemen, the amount of pressure that when they hit on every snap is like getting into like a 35-mile-an-hour car
Jesus.
accident.
I
Christ.
believe it. Even
Something
from-
along
from-
those
from
lines.
their
I
stances.
might be off, but
I
bet.
believe it.
I bet.
Yeah.
But
it's,
just real quick, like I could definitely see them like trying to just find a way to make football safer because they're teaching the kids a different way to hit
Right.
at the the Pop Warner stage
mhm.
and things like that. But even in LA, like Long Beach is a big football community. Like there are a lot of kids that love to play football. So I don't know if it would phase out all the way.
right.
But shit, if we're gonna do a new sport,
Well,
let's
this-
two-hand touch.
According
Yeah.
to Google, the average G-force that a lineman hits is 103 Gs during a game, and most concussions occur at 95 Gs or higher.
Oof.
Yeah.
oh wow, and that's every hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always like
Holy
micro
shit.
concussions.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what does it.
How is not every quarterback like done because you
Well,
every,
quarterbacks get hit the least.
Mhm,
well,
they're
but,
protected.
but when they get hit,
Yeah, wouldn't
it's-
running backs
it's
get hurt the most?
obliterating
Still, well,
Yeah.
today they're protected the absolute
the most. Yeah. Well, isn't it like the Tom Brady rule? Because didn't he get knocked out for like half a season over some crazy hard hit?
He got a knee injury that kept him
Oh,
out.
okay.
But a lot of people got messed up bad. Like even if you look at like Cam Newton,
Yeah.
he played so aggressively
Yeah.
that messed him up. And Derek Carr, my guy, he had messed up his collarbone. And
Yeah.
somebody hit him and he couldn't throw after that, so he was scared, man. It's a
Yeah.
tough game out here.
I mean, yeah, I could see it being like I've gotten into a small car accident and literally had a little bit of like what's it called? PTSD
PTSD.
a little
yeah.
bit like going through like someone ran a red light and for like 3 weeks every time I'd go through a green light I'd
Twitchy.
kind of freeze up like is someone else gonna run this? So imagine being a quarterback or one of these dudes that like you get obliterated by this dude blindsides you. Now for like the rest like
Well,
like
that's the number one thing that keeps very talented people from being quarterbacks in the NFL.
Is-
that you start getting hit a little bit, and now you think you're getting hit.
Yeah,
before,
before you
you're getting
even get hit.
and you can't
Yeah.
deliver the football that way.
And that, God. I know basketball became less physical over the years. You hear people talk
yeah,
about the
for
90,
sure.
like even during the fucking Last Dance documentary, you watch fucking the way they're
Dude,
throwing these
Yeah,
people around.
I don't buy into any of that.
You don't think it was less
I
physical?
think that,
before?
it was definitely more physical, but I don't think the defense was
Shit,
any
you
better
know
than
what needs to
today.
get physical? WNBA. Let WNBA
Ah.
get physical. Let that shit
Okay.
get physical.
Is this
Oh,
bad?
we're gonna be on it.
Dude,
Is this-
that's hilarious.
That's actually a
that's
if you're being serious, I
hilarious.
think that's actually a great idea.
I have a WNBA story if you want to pull that up. Is it Rudy Gold? I don't want to get it wrong. Maybe Rudy Gold. Someone's beefing. There's an NBA player beefing with a WNBA player.
What?
It's on the list.
Oh, I just
Oh,
yeah,
it's
I
on your
just
list.
read that. I
Okay.
can't.
So weird.
What was it
happened
about
today.
again?
I want to.
Yeah, I read it.
What?
So here's a quick question about WNBA. Why are we still playing the WNBA right now in Corona? Like they're like, hey, there's a bubble for WNBA 2 for real. That essential. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but if the Knicks are staying home, I'd rather watch the Knicks. I bet everyone would rather watch the shitty Knicks than every good WNBA team. Oh, Andre Iguodala
can you-
gets in a Twitter
What?
beef with WNBA star Ariel Powers. This happened today.
Which one's which?
What you silly? You silly. Don't. Ariel's looking good right there. She looking good.
is hot.
Stupid pop-ups.
Hey guys, what exactly? Forgive me. The terminology when you say bubble, what exactly does that
So
mean?
the bubble in right now it's in Orlando. It's an NBA bubble. They basically took over the Disney complex and every team in the NBA, well, not every team, the ones that, was it 16 teams, I think, right now
Yeah.
in the NBA?
No, 32 teams. Oh, no.
Well,
Inside the bubble?
inside the
Yeah, it's
bubble.
like 16.
So they have a good amount of teams to finish the NBA season, or they're doing like 8 more regular season games. It's just keeping everyone contained so no coronavirus gets in. But that's why when people are leaving the bubble, it's such a big deal, because they're containing. I mean, they've had 0 cases inside the bubble since it started, which is fucking absurd if you think about the amount of cases that are popping up everywhere. Like, baseball just started in the Marlins, but you got Miami's got like 13 cases.
Wait, hold on. So I'm so sorry. So all the teams are living in one area, and they're all playing on the same courts.
Yes.
Well, I think they have like multiple practice courts.
Well, they have multiple practice
Yeah.
courts.
Okay,
but they're all living in Disney.
But
Yeah, they moved into Disney.
but they
Wide
don't
World of
travel
Sports.
from state to state or any of
Yes.
that kind of. It's literally like that's like sci-fi. Like that's like the top 3% live there,
That's fun.
and everybody else. You know what I
Seriously.
mean? I mean,
For
think about
real.
that. They're living in the bubble.
Yeah,
That's
and
crazy
I was
shit.
listening to today. Rachel Nichols was reporting. She was showing what they're getting mailed in and stuff, because like they said they get thousands of deliveries every day,
Yeah.
dog. And
Whatever they need.
Yeah, some dude, they're getting arcade machines brought in,
Wow.
punching bags. Someone got a full. They didn't like the mini fridge
I mean,
that
they
was in
rich.
their room.
They're
yeah.
rich.
They're
You
extremely
feel me?
wealthy. Yeah.
Dude, some guy bought a full-size fridge with ice machine and everything because he just didn't want to not have his ice machine in his hotel room. Like,
I ain't
these
going
dudes-
downstairs, man.
Dude, you know what this sounds like? The plot of the movie where like everybody in the bubble starts to get sick, and then like LeBron has to find Bugs Bunny to like save everybody. From...
Is this the new space?
yeah,
Jam?
right. Yeah. like LeBron goes to the Looney Tunes and they find a cure and they come into the bubble and save everybody.
It was the Munstars who did it. That's what it was.
Is the WNBA at Disney World of Sports?
I think they're in a different bubble, but they're down there.
Yeah, I don't know where their bubble is. I don't know. I had to look it up.
Isn't this the government's chance to have all the male basketball
is she
players
not-
fuck all the female basketball players?
Oh man,
This is
the best athletes
This is
will
where
come out of
America is
that.
struggling. Yeah, exactly. This is why America is struggling.
Well, speaking about the bubble, so right now the NFL is having a big problem because a lot of these players are opting out of the NFL season because
was it more than just Marquise?
dude,
Who else was
they have like I think they have like 6 players right now.
Wow.
It's 3 or 4 players from the Patriots alone are opting out, and the problem is that if you opt out, you still get like $150,000.
Okay.
And they're saying a lot of these players, like you're not making like a ton, so it's like you're taking a pay cut, but this
It's
isn't
not
really
that
a
much.
you're not and it's not really a real season anyway. What if you get hurt during this season? No one's gonna count your stats. It's not really gonna help you out this year. If you pop this year, everyone's gonna be like, well, this wasn't a real season, so it's like, if anything, it's gonna just hurt you. So why not take this
You know
year
what that
off
shows?
and spend it with your family?
That shows how much people fucking hate their jobs. That even the NFL,
Well,
they're like, you know what?
I actually think there's more
Fuck the
to
money.
it.
I'm good.
I think there's more to it when it comes to football. Their contracts are very rarely ever guaranteed.
Yeah, I was thinking
They
that.
get fucked over at every turn. If they get hurt, they get cut.
Yeah.
You're not performing after an injury, you get cut.
Yep.
Yeah.
So and the other part is, generally speaking, is most football players are making their money on their signing bonus anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
So you find yourself in a year where like, okay, I was gonna make 2 or 3 million this year, and I can sit out. I'll probably still be guaranteed this.
Well, that's the
portion
thing.
of it.
They're saying everyone that's sitting out, you're guaranteed a small portion of it,
Right.
as well as you won't get cut from it.
Right.
It's like you're gonna be back next year. So a lot of these players are thinking like, "Hey, dog, I get a year off with my family.
do it.
I
Yeah.
get." And so I'm surprised you're gonna start. I think you're gonna start seeing more NFL players coming out to do this because it really is just like, hey, stay in shape, because right now the off season you're not in the same shape you were in. You're not gonna be with the same
no.
coaches, and I doubt it's not gonna get shut down, man. Like I think if there's no bubble, like the reason the NBA is working is because there is a bubble. If there was,
NFL don't know what they're doing, man.
Yeah, they're fucking up.
It's too many players, and they have to test so much
yeah.
just to make sure everything is good. They don't
Speaking
wanna
of,
deal with
you
that.
see Dave Chappelle's shit he's popping off right now?
Oh shit, what do you say?
Look up Dave Chappelle. He's throwing. He's got like some crazy party he's doing right now where he's got, dude. It's like a big barbecue thing where like Donnell Rollins is cooking food for everybody every night.
So I can tell you because my friends went to
Oh,
that.
okay, cool.
So, yeah. So my friends who are comedy club owners, they went to it. So Dave Chappelle has where he shot 846. That's special.
Yeah.
It's a whole compound, and when you go in there, you get tested right away. And the tests that they have, you get your results within 15 minutes.
Oh wow.
So they've already spent over like $100,000 on testing. I think they've already done 27 shows, and I think they're doing another 25 more.
Dude, why can't like
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg just pay for the country to have 15-minute tests?
Come on.
I don't think the problem is trying
Do
to
you
buy them. I
realize?
think
No, wait.
there's making them.
Seriously?
They absolutely could make them if they I mean, I
But
believe
think
that,
about
but they could
this.
totally make them.
Well, no, I think it just in the quantities. I mean, we're literally testing or trying to test 100 million people.
guess.
You know, so I think eventually, but I just don't think they can make enough.
I don't know.
And you guys know, Jeff Bezos, if like brand recognition, if he did something like you were just saying, like if he gave a ridiculous amount to research or whatever, he would have customers for life.
Oh, yeah.
He's already
Not that he
got
already doesn't.
customers for
Can I
life.
share?
But does that make sense what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the goodwill he could put
that
would be
I want to share
insane.
something super quick. Bernie Sanders tweeted this out. Since the pandemic started, Bezos has made $73 billion. Elon Musk has made $45 billion.
Yo.
Mark Zuckerberg has made $31 billion, and Bill Gates has made $28 billion.
Hell yeah.
It's amazing.
With a B.
Those
a
are
B.
the 4 people
I
I
love
was
it.
talking about that know what's going on right
Right.
now. Like, they're
Well,
like, oh, we
that's
getting
what
this
I'm
money.
saying,
In
dude.
times of crisis, this is where real people make their money, man.
Follow the money, dude.
It's fucking nuts, dude.
Think about it, dude. Everybody's stuck at
Great.
home. What are you gonna do? You're gonna fucking be ordering shit on Amazon all
Who
day.
made this shit? They're making some bread right now.
Yeah.
You're gonna be stuck on Facebook. I don't know how Elon's making all this money, but
God damn.
Yeah.
Well, this might be a dumb thing to say, but is it on? All right, so Dave Chappelle and stuff is doing this and like whatever, but is it on these rich people that like for us to like is it their responsibility? Like, all right, Kyrie Irving just bailed out the WNBA. He paid $1.5 million to cover everybody's salary in the WNBA that can't play because of COVID or wants to sit this season out. So this dude took a $1.5 million out of his salary. Yeah, he's making a ton of money, but that's fucking like, why does Kyrie Irving got to
Why?
pay the whole
That's a damn
WNBA?
shame.
it's
shit?
not.
though.
It's not
That's-
their responsibility, quote unquote. But like,
No, but you're telling me he's not a billionaire. It's Kyrie Irving's not a fucking
no,
billionaire.
that's what I'm saying. But, right. So like these guys, they should, like they absolutely can. They could give away like 90% of their wealth and still be richer than almost every single other person on earth.
Yeah, but then we'd be talking about a different group of people. Do you think there is anybody like Jeff Bezos that gave away 90% of his wealth and now we just don't talk about them because they're broke? Like the only reason we talk about Jeff Bezos is because he's so rich.
I
If he
guess.
gave away 90% of his money, now he's only
He
got
can make
$2
it
billion.
back. Shit, he can make it back.
I think a lot of time these
Shit.
guys that are like really, really insanely wealthy end up donating literally half
Yeah.
of that money just because it gets wiped out tax. Like it ends up being like where
Yeah, it
just
goes
goes
away
anyway.
anyway.
Andrew
So, like,
Carnegie did that.
Yeah, I think Bill Gates does it, but it's not that it's almost like it was gonna go away
When-
anyway.
yeah,
so
when-
giving it to
When
charity.
When Bill and Melinda Gates pass away, they've said they're going to be giving away 99% of their wealth,
Mm.
which is still like
What about their
And-
kids?
they'll get 1%. They're going to get $1 billion. Bill Gates has
Their
like
kid.
over.
Their
Think about
kid.
it. Think about it. If their kids each get $1 billion, they're fine for life.
How
I
many
would be
lifetimes can you live with $1 billion?
know.
Think about
Think
that.
about
You say that now because you don't have $1 billion, but when you have $1 billion, you want $2 billion. And if
Shit,
I saw
I-
my dad give away 99% of the
I
money,
live with
I'd be so
25,000
fucking
in a
pissed.
year.
Can I play? Like
Like $1 billion.
I live with 25,000 in a year before. I think I'd be alright with $1 billion.
Yeah.
That is
I get
so
$2 billion.
nuts.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'll tell I'd be mad at my dad, dude. 99%, dad. Really?
Yeah, right.
Don't be
I-
greedy. Don't be greedy, man. Don't be greedy.
So check this out. Hold on. Just to put it in perspective, 1 million seconds is 11 days. 1 billion seconds is 32 years. That's the difference between a million and a billion.
Yeah.
11
man.
days to 32 years.
Yeah, but seconds are bullshit when we're talking yachts,
Okay.
big fancy houses. Huh?
Alex, do you go out of your way to counter everything everybody else says, or is that just you?
Wait, I waited until you were around.
Oh man. Is that the last story? Go to the one at the very, very end. There's one I wanted to end with. It's some guy was skydiving recently, and he had an artificial leg,
Yeah,
and
this
he
is
lost.
hilarious.
So a farmer returns prosthetic leg that skydiver lost during the jump. So
Genius.
this dude jumped out of a plane, and then his leg fucking whipped off his body.
Did he break a leg or not?
Have you ever been skydiving before? I am a certified skydiver.
Are you for real?
Yeah. I've
Wow,
got like,
really?
Yeah, I've got like 180 jumps.
No, you don't.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't been in
Wow.
like years now. But
What?
You can jump with us?
I can't jump with. You have to actually have over 500 jumps before you can start learning to be an instructor. So no, you can't like jump attached to me.
But you just jump by yourself straight up.
By myself or with other people. Like yeah,
Whoa.
yeah. But so that's why I ask is because anything loose on you when you're skydiving, like a zipper, for example, could be torture.
Oh,
when
for real?
Yeah. So I'm wondering why. I don't know how easy it is to pull out a leg, but I would imagine that's probably not a good idea.
But why is it torture?
Just
Like
how much,
Alex? Alex, how fast? Just because I have no idea anything about that. How fast does like a person get? Like how fast are you going when you jump?
Velocity for like if your belly is to the ground, so like
yeah, to slow down.
Well, not really slow down. You get to a top speed. Terminal velocity tends to be about 120 miles an hour, depending on your body shape. So if you're like some people float a little bit more or fall slower, really.
So you're going 120 fucking.
Yeah, but you don't feel it. You don't actually really know that. Your body might register, but you don't really know that you just.
What?
It's hard to recognize. I mean, if you
dude.
you can see things to give you perspective, but you don't. You don't know the difference.
Dude, check this out. This says Austrian Felix Baumgartner has become the first skydiver to go faster than the speed of sound, reaching a maximum velocity of 833 miles per hour.
When he jumped out of the Red Bull.
Yeah, when he jumped out of that balloon in space. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's going through like a different atmosphere.
Well, yeah. Well, here's his legs. He says his adrenaline was so high, he was just excited. He didn't realize he lost his leg. So when this thing popped off, this dude had no idea he lost his leg. Yeah. And then he put the word out on social media that he lost his leg.
So funny, dude.
Some farmer saw the post, and before finding the prosthetic leg in his soybean field.
He was harnessed to a guy. That's why they should have been like, hey, no legs, man.
Oh yeah, okay.
Dude, imagine if
you're gonna literally lose your legs, and those you shouldn't do it.
Dude, imagine if you saw it on OfferUp, right? Like somebody's trying to sell it.
You know what? It said it was relatively undamaged, other than some scratches. So that's a fucking Debo. That's a good leg.
Yeah.
He was legless.
Wow.
Too bad his original legs weren't made of such material.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's amazing.
Oh, man.
That's so bad.
Thank you.
I'm happy you got it. I'm happy you got it back, though.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Those things are really expensive, and it sucks.
I wonder if the dog found it.
Hopping around.
The dog brought it to the farmer, like, I found something. Like, where's the rest of them?
It's alien.
Yeah.
God damn it, there's an alien out here again in my farm.
Mike, did you pick a best champion this week?
No, I didn't. I didn't pick one last week either. I've been slacking. I
vote for Golan.
You vote for Golan.
What's the best champion? You guys, what's the best champion?
I go through and pick the funniest, best comment of the week, but every time I close my phone, the feed doesn't link up, so I don't have time to look through everybody. I don't know. I usually pick whoever said the funniest shit. I don't remember.
I'll scroll through real quick.
You can scroll through and see if we found somebody. Last week I forgot to do it just because I'm fucked up. But before we wind this out, I think that's basically all the stories I had. Get the outro ready. But fuck, is there something else to close it out on?
Story-wise?
Anticlimactic. I feel like there was one more sports story that was in there, or one more, whatever.
Yeah, here we go.
It might be wrong. Oh, yeah, this is it. The MLB. So baseball. That's the last one I want to get into. So baseball right now obviously is hurting. They're talking about pulling 7-inning doubleheaders to finish the season. So, like, literally, what do you feel about sports completely changing? Everything is different.
I'm with it.
You're for it.
It's time for it.
I think that looks like the show must go on. You know whatever you got to do to kind of make it happen right now. Would I rather they play 9-inning games? Sure, but actually for me, baseball too, I have different feelings about because I feel the game is such a marathon. It's kind of boring. There's no intensity to it. So I wouldn't mind seeing players hustle. When watching the playoffs is a completely different. I played baseball all through college.
Yeah.
And I can't watch baseball.
Yeah.
I can watch playoff baseball because they give a shit. But when you play 162 games,
so 7 innings.
How you got to actually try to
baseball players make money.
Yeah.
They're making.
Wait, what are they proposing exactly? What is it exactly?
There's something playing in the
back. 2 7-inning doubleheaders as opposed to 9-inning games at some point during the season.
Just to knock out,
more games in.
Just to get more games in.
What is a 7-inning doubleheader?
Basically, they play 2 games back to back that would only go 7 innings instead of 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so.
But
it's a
to me,
short-
but
short
to me,
game.
it's like saying, would you rather have a 3-quarter basketball game and we need to play two? You know, I know it's a little different because you can't play back-to-back basketball.
Shit.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like changing the length of a game. I mean, I guess when you do rainouts, it still counts as a full game.
A full game, I think, might even be like after 5 innings.
Five, I think
in
it's
the-
5.
I think
Yeah.
it's 5.
So I guess I don't know. I just feel
Alex, did you say you played baseball in
I
college?
did, yeah.
Is there if you're playing 9 innings, there's definitely, I mean, I'm sure there's got to be a strategy. Like I put this player in for this and this player in, so they would have to adjust all that, like the pitchers they put in,
Yeah,
what
like
type of
It
pitcher.
would, well, basically, I don't think it'd change much except for that you'd get to your closer faster. So I think it would be
Right.
it would be tough on hit. It would be tougher on hitters.
that's what I was thinking because you're gonna
'Cause,
have it's gonna be a
yeah,
pitcher's game.
You're
now.
going straight to your closer. Ideally,
Right.
Your
Wow,
starter would
wow.
throw 5 or 6,
right,
and
your
then your
starter
closer
throws
will come
6
in
innings.
and throw 1 or 2, and it's
Wow,
lights
wow.
out.
Lights out, dog. You get a good starter and a good. If you have a lights out close, if you have like a Mariano Rivera, that like I know he's retired, but someone like who's a newer guy like that.
Every team's got
oh,
a good
Shit,
closer.
Kershaw,
You know, like
give
every team's got a
Kershaw
guy.
some
that can-
credit. Give
Over the
Kershaw.
starter,
But
some
it
yeah.
would
Yeah.
it would change the dynamic. That's what I was saying, Alex. It would change the dynamic of the game, right?
Yeah.
It would. I mean, yeah, definitely. You got to get your runs in.
And
runs are more valuable.
Your amount, I think lineups would change because your number 4 batter, you might put him number 2 now because you might not be able to bat 3 times in the lineup.
The hitters that come out.
Yeah,
All the hitters.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to put.
Yeah.
You'd have your fastest guy kind of number 1 or whatever. Like now, it's gonna be like, hey, we want to make sure these fools are up to bat. But shout out Robert Moore and Josh Gibson. Thanks for tuning in.
I think if I had to weigh in on the best comment, I would say give it to Jake LaMarca because he said when back when we talking about New York staying inside, New Yorkers would rather tongue kiss a rat than stay inside.
I could see that. Well,
Ratatouille. Real talk.
yeah, yeah, I could see that. The rats in New York are fucking fierce too.
They're big as shit.
They're fucking. There's a. Is there a Netflix? There's a Netflix doc. There's some kind of
there is.
documentary about rats in New
And
York.
what happens is in the sewers and shit, they get tangled up and they make this giant rat ball because their tails get stuck together.
No, they
What?
don't.
And, dude, I swear, I'll pull it up right now. Check this out.
Don't. Are you fucking for
don't wanna know
real?
Wait,
Avalanche of
why do they
rats.
get tangled up? Why do they get tangled
Wow.
up?
Because
There's just like so many of them in a small space and their tails get stuck together and they get all tangled up.
Sounds awesome.
So then they're stuck together.
Yeah, they like can't. They start eating each other.
oh
wow.
my
And
god.
it's a rat ball. Wow, that's.
I do know that the rats started eating each other because so many people were not going to restaurants, and that's where they got a lot of their food,
my
were scraps
God.
and all that stuff.
Oh, God.
So rats were starving, so they
Here's a
started eating each
picture of
other.
A bunch of rats that died.
Oh.
Whoa.
Because, yeah.
Okay. All right.
I think I know that, right?
So they get all tangled up and yeah.
Fucking,
Wow.
that's nuts, dude. All right. Well,
Yeah.
shit, dog. Are there? we
Poor rats.
do we have? Is LA a big rat place?
Oh, I think we
There's
lost
rats,
Josh.
dude.
Uh-oh. We're losing Josh. Poor connection.
We're a pigeon place. We got a lot of pigeons.
We do have a
man.
lot of pigeons.
But I was hearing that there was like an influx of rats. Like there's more rats now with all the extra homeless and stuff.
Right now, then
And weren't they
there
getting
might
like
be.
bubonic plague or something?
that,
Ooh,
that
shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
Rats,
like
yeah,
in
for
Skid Row, they
sure.
found like bubonic plague and like scurvy and some weird
Are
shit.
you for real?
I don't. They found some wild fucking medieval shit like going on around homeless.
What about
I
COVID?
bet.
No COVID.
Shit.
Yeah, no
They're probably
co-
not getting tested.
Yeah.
Antibiotic.
Yeah, that's true.
If you can survive the bluebonic, you good on
Yeah,
COVID.
they got COVID.
Yeah.
They sneezed a couple of times. They're like,
Shit.
"I'm good, dude. I had bubonic."
I'm all right. I'm all right.
The shit I had, it wiped out 2/3 of the earth.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, shout outs to homeless people for taking care of those pets in the world. Real talk. They always have either a cat or a dog. and
Yeah.
you just wonder, where do they get the food? Just
Yeah.
where? For real.
Well, it's people like us, man. I walk by those fools and I walk over and I'll go buy them dog food and we can drop it off. And I'm like, I'm an asshole. If I give them money in my head, it's like you're not gonna. This is gonna be for you. I want this to be for your pet.
Don't do those drugs. Don't
That's
do
so
'em.
funny.
That's
dude.
what sucks. A starving person I'm feeding their dog who's probably got way more food than they got.
I saw some YouTube video, or maybe I saw it on World Star. It was a dude that like fake panhandled for like a week.
I saw that
What?
He
shit.
made money.
Yeah, you get a lot of people fake panhandle. That's fucking garbage.
I try to give homeless people food before, and they
How
turn it down.
how
Yeah.
poor do you have to be where you're allowed to panhandle?
Well, I don't think there's any actual laws.
No, but I'm saying like when is it fake and when is it like oh you're poor enough it's okay.
Oh, right.
Is there a difference between panhandling and then when you play music or you do a talent
That's
for?
busking.
Busk. Okay.
Yes,
Oh,
busking.
wow.
There's a name for
So
that. Yeah.
busking is when you're doing something. Panhandlers, you're just straight up asking.
Did you busk back in the day?
Me? Nah, I've never busked. I wish. That'd be cool if I played guitar, did some
I
shit.
mean, you
Oh,
could.
shit.
You're a
Oh,
musician.
shit.
Nothing's stopping you.
Yeah, I know, but I don't have the balls for that shit.
I'll stand next to you and do something of less talent, and then we have no choice but
Have
to
you guys
give you
seen-
a shot.
There's the one dude that dribbles the basketball around the Hollywood, the shit, and he's surprisingly, you think it'd be lame. Like, he,
Oh, now Josh is trying to come back.
But he'll throw the basketball like at like people like 20 feet away with enough spinning that it'll bounce like back right at him fast. And
Hey.
people freak the fuck out.
He's a busker.
Yeah, so he's a busker, dog.
That guy used to work at my LA Fitness. That's when I knew how I gotta get out of here.
He's
Oh,
gonna get
Actually,
you.
all those cartoon characters would have a LA Fitness. You know, all those crazy characters on Hollywood, they'd all
Hollywood.
have a LA Fitness.
Oh,
To
man.
shower and do all that stuff.
half
For
those guys
sure.
are like homeless, so they use that's a homeless
They
trick.
can
You have a home,
panhandle.
you get a gym. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you only
Yeah.
have a gym membership, you are allowed to.
Yeah,
pay.
You're allowed to
if your
panhandle.
shower's at the gym, you can panhandle, bro.
Here's a question. Do you think you'd make more money panhandling if I had a sign that said Venmo me at,
Shit, hell yeah.
right? But isn't that
Hell
weird?
yeah.
Because like if I'm sitting at a red light and I saw someone with a Venmo, I'd be like, I could toss you fucking $1 right now.
Yeah,
I'd Venmo you. But
fucking-
then it's like, I'd be thinking like,
you got technology,
Doggy,
motherfucker.
right? Thank you.
I'll hit
Do you
with
have a
an
fucking
egg,
charger
man.
for that phone?
Yes,
Fuck that.
That's what I'm. So as I'm Venmoing them, it's like, yo, homie, yeah, you have a. Where is this bank account that this is getting dumped into? You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
just because he's homeless don't mean he doesn't have to have resources.
True. And what if someone, like we were talking about that before, what if you were just like, is there anybody, I know there probably is no, but is there anybody that is doing good, like you're fine, but you're like, yo, I could save $1,000 a month in rent, like, and they'd rather just let me live on this in a tent, and then in the morning I'll wake up first thing in the morning, I'll hit LA Fitness, I'll shower, I'll get ready, and then people have no idea you're living in
Yo,
a tent.
there's these people that live in vans. They trick out their
Yeah.
vans and they live in that
They
shit.
spending my good buddy's doing that right now. Ari Manis is doing a van. I think that like at any point in time, if you're thinking like, I'd rather live in a tent than pay rent, like, dude, fuck it, bro.
Shit.
You got problems. Like, do it if you want.
I didn't feel. Oh my god, my buddy Fred says Mike has breakdance, not bust. I did breakdance.
What?
Wait, really?
I'm not good at all. This homeless guy in Albany went up to me and asked me for some money, and I was like, I'm not just gonna give you money, but I'll breakdance you for it.
Oh,
And I was like, if you go get card, this is outside of a show we just played. I was like, if you go get cardboard, I'll fucking I'll breakdance you for it. And he's like, yeah. So this guy leaves, we're all talking and hanging out, and then this dude comes back with an arm full of cardboard, puts
Wow.
it down on the ground, and everyone's like, yo, you gotta breakdance against this guy. So I have no idea what I was doing, so I just started, breakdancing and going. And he was like half-assing it, and everyone was like, boo. And I was like, homie, you got to do it. And then he started throwing up
no
some
way.
moves, bro. And the place went nuts, and then everyone gave him a bunch of money. And
It's
yeah,
a
Fuck
battle. It was a
we
battle.
battled, dog. We broke dance for that shit.
Dude, this sounds like the plot of a movie where you learn a lesson.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
man, you're
shit.
homeless, but you used to have the moves, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
right.
did have the moves.
The movie's called Breaking Boundaries. That's what it's called.
Yeah. Breaking boundaries, dog. That was
There used to be all the 80s movies that had to do with breakdancing.
Yeah, remember Breaking?
breaking the electric boogaloo.
Yeah, I did.
Dude, there's one
Boogaloo,
kid, he
Electric
started-
Boogaloo 1 and 2.
Yeah,
they had
where the guy he was sweeping, and all of a sudden he was walking
Turbo?
the roof. Yeah, Turbo. That's right. It was Turbo. His name was Turbo. And all of a sudden he's on the roof. I'm like, shit, dude. I need to get some fucking kicks, and I need to
The
break
magic.
dance now.
Remember the magic?
Yeah, he could do magic. I was like, fuck, what dance move is that?
Oh, shit. Well, I just realized it's an hour 15 in. Sorry, guys. On that note, that has been the Best Champions podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching and checking this out. Best champion this week, Jake LaMarca. I will send you $5. That's what we do every week. Send me your Venmo. Best champion. Thank you guys for watching live and tuning in. Shout out to Josh Nasar. Are you still there, homie? Yep. So where can people find you? Bong bong. There you go. Follow him there. Subscribe to his shit. Alex Gettlin, producer. Where can people
Yeah,
find
just
you, bro?
Alex Gettlin on all social media. I got my podcast on there.
Cool.
Just find
Awesome.
that.
Alex Ansoleaga
At Instagram.
at Instagram.
Oh.
Bong Boop.
Ooh.
And then we got Christian from Official Hoopers.
You already know. Look at me, Official Smooth Johnson. You can find everything else there. The Occasional Hoopers, you'll find us.
Occasional Hoopers. I'm an idiot at the
You
end.
all good.
I'm
You all
fucking.
good.
I'm surprised, but I flew in from fucking New York today, and my brain is still rocking. I'm feeling good. You guys can catch me at Mike Masilotti. If you want to support the podcast, go to patreon.com. Type in Best Champions Podcast or Mike Masilotti. We have a bunch of brackets there: $2, $5, $10, whatever you guys want. $2 helps out a ton. We can keep this shit going. What else is there? Sorry for the podcast. Thanks for watching. And yeah, Bong Boop, here's your soup.
Bong boop, here's your soup. Boop, boop, that's your soup, player. Bong boop, here's your soup. Boop, boop, that's your soup, player.